We now return to Let's Play Lethis, Path of Progress. Mission 4, Newestaton. I just want to point out real quick, there are 26 missions in this game. We are on 4. This is probably going to be one of my longest series ever. 90 active automatons. That is outrageous. That's going to be like 6 factories? They're active? Okay, well let's see what this is all about. The big automaton factory of the high provinces. Doesn't this sound great, Everett? It's up to you to build it. I will regularly provide you with iron, oh that's nice, so that your factories are steadily supplied, so we have to set aside a storehouse specifically for iron then. On his way to Newestaton, Everett already daydreams about building the monument. He has heard that apparently some architects create first drafts for a huge observatory. His mind is set. He has to be the one to build it. Therefore, his work at Newestaton has to be stellar. Observatory, stellar. Some people already dream about a city with more automatons than people. You. If you are having trouble completing a mission, try lowering the difficulty setting. Well, it's too late now, but maybe I should consider that. A lot of changes with the game have come out, one of which was making easy mode very easy, or at least considerably easier. Okay, that's copper and ghosts over there. Is that mixed with gold? It looks a little bit different. Nope, it's all copper. Yeah, so like one of the changes was that common housing just fits more people in it, which is nice. What the hell? So I guess we've got access to the Fae over here, and you can kind of tell on the mini-map the little spirally, foresty area, and that's pretty cool. Makes the forest a little bit more mystical. Anyway, we've got a pretty good area right here. I think I can go ahead and build another one of my my square housing block formations, which I will do, and then I've actually got enough room down here for an elite housing block. Now it doesn't say we need that, but I don't know what else I'm going to do with those automaton, and if it says it has to be active automaton, although this doesn't seem to be counting that, I don't know. But we're going to need 6 factories, so that's going to have to be set up over here, and maybe I can just leave it all over there. Okay, we do have steam. I was going to say, we're missing steam. We're not, in fact, missing steam. So I can, on my own, it looks like, go up to... Well, let's find out what we've got in the... What is that? Potatoes. I have 2 types of food and access to the Fae for absinthe. So I think I can get pretty far. We're going to have to import... Well, if I'm doing the elite housing, we may have to import silk. Depends on what level I want to evolve them to. For now, though, I think I'll just focus on one of the big housing blocks. I would put it right here in the middle, but that tree right there will not delete, so that's going to have to move down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to do this part off camera, and I will come back when it is set up. Okay, well, I've gone ahead and placed pretty much everything I think I will need. I've set up a square down here for a possible elite housing expansion. This is definitely not going to be enough if we need 90 active automata. Where are you guys? They're coming from way over there. Oh, that's fine. But hopefully this should be enough for all of our worker needs. It is taking them forever to get down here, though. So I've just decided that in this case, it's going to be better if we just move in everybody and then go through the evolving by degrees. As promised, Wilhelm will yearly provide Newestaton with iron. Don't forget to always have space available to be able to accept deliveries. So did I just miss out on a delivery? Is that what we're looking at there? Because that would suck. In that case, how many people do I actually have? 9 citizens needed. We'll have plenty. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Not that one, though. I want to keep that one close by because that's where I'm going to have the distributable goods. I'm going to have my industry over here just because it makes more sense to do so, I think. In order to maximize my space with just having the inspector, rather than go with the line like I usually do, I think I'm just going to create a loop, kind of like what I do with the housing, and that'll allow my inspector to travel further because of the way the mechanics work when they have their return. And then I might have a secondary small loop here to connect what will be the copper mines that I've already laid out. In the meantime, though, let's just get this set up so that I can have that prepared. I don't want to accept any... Nope, not empty. Refuse. And we gotta find iron, which is that. I will accept all iron. Okay. So, it's not you. If I put the little loop... Well, the road is going to have to touch that one if I actually want it to count. And I suppose it can just go something like that. Assuming that we'll have 3x3 buildings on the inside and anything bigger on the outside, this will probably work just fine. So we'll go ahead and close that off. And then, let's see, how far would he actually go? Looks like he might be able to make it that far. I should probably actually count this out so that I know I'm going to get an even number in here. Yeah, we'll go to there. Although, if I actually extended it even further, well, no, that'll leave me something on the outside. So that works just fine. Should I connect those up just for... Maybe I'll connect it up there. I don't know. I always forget where this is. Okay. Well, I'm just going to put it here, and then I'll put a roadblock there so we can't wander that way. I was originally thinking of putting him in there, but this is going to be right along the back of some elite houses, so I don't want that conflicting. And, yeah, so this will be a nice little industrial park. We should have plenty of room to expand it if I really want to. I've got the farming and food will go over this way. We're pretty close right here to the Fae, so I can just run a road right up there, get sort of the absinthe industrial part there. I'm going to have another loop down here where I'm going to have the food storage and the trading station. So hopefully we can just keep all of this down on this lower part of the map. I'm just going to keep it going until we have more people moving in. And since the water is already set up, it will evolve to level 2, and that should be plenty of people coming in. I'm hoping, come on. Okay, we got 40% unemployed. Okay, so now I need to get set up. Well, I think what I'll do is like what I did in the last mission. I'll just focus on what actually is necessary for the goals. So I think I can go ahead and get the... You know what? This isn't actually necessary for the automatons, is it? The automaton factory takes the iron. So we need the foundry and all that to be set up. Now did the foundry, the blast furnace rather, did that take steam? I know the automaton factory had to be connected. I guess I could put down 6 of those right now and then just have that on hand. Let's get another distribution up here actually. Let's go ahead and refuse all. And for this one, I only want to take what is actually going to be used by my people. So this will take 2,000 of those. We'll need utensils, so we'll take 2,000 of those. We'll need herbs. Can take maybe 1,200 of those. We'll need steam, because this is gonna... I may as well put the steam in here so that it can also go over to the... Nah, you know what? Let's put it in the other one. That way I'm not... Oh, you know what? I did that wrong too. This is not going to be beer. We're going to be taking absinthe. I forgot. 2,000. Really though, 16 would probably be enough. Pallet of 4. So I know, since this will also be taking in the elite housing stuff, I'll also need that. Let's actually lower all this down to like 16, because that's 4 squares. Well, since these are only elites, I'll lower them down to 12 actually. I don't think I'll have too many elites, if any. And who knows if I'm going to need the windows and the ornaments and stuff yet, so I won't concern myself with that. Okay, that looks good. This one now, I need to bring the iron down just a bit. And then we'll take the steam capsules. We'll accept about 1,600 of those. And that should be not right. I would actually need to do it 12, so we'll have to bring you back down. There we go. So that should add up. I don't know how much iron I'll have. If I have more or less iron than I actually need, I can always open that up some more. Anyway, what is that going to take? Okay, I've still got 37%, so I've got a considerable amount. Hopefully he's not going to actually ask me for anything. What I should really do right now, though, is set up some trade routes, just so I'm making that money. We are at Newestaton. So Hamkirsch can take potatoes. Could sell some potatoes, I suppose. Let's see. They will buy copper. So if I set up my copper industry right now, I could just start selling that to Fedheim before I even use my utensils. Because otherwise I don't really see what I'd be using it for if we don't need the gold. Now they sell silk. We're going to need that eventually, maybe. They buy jewelry. I don't have access to gold. Someone sells gold, though. Hamkirsch sells gold for 25, and we sell the jewelry for 30, which is terrible. They really need to adjust prices. They sell fish. They buy absinthe. I could get that started, too. Then they buy jewelry as well. Well, that's a bit expensive right now. I think I'll focus on getting the copper industry going, just so I have something to sell. So I did want to have that over here. It might not be necessary, but if I've got those massive automaton factories over here, I'll just leave. I've got plenty of room on this map. So let's see. We need at least one of these. I want to make sure it's far enough away from the homes that I don't have to deal too much with the appeal issues. So I guess if I'm going to have my fairy collection over here, I may as well also have the absinthe production over here as well. How big are those? 5 buys. I actually might be able to put those over here. Well, I could put like the fairy hunter lodges over here. They would traipse across what would eventually be the farms. And then have the actual production over here, so it's nearby to that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, let's get at least the one thing done. So that's probably far enough away. We'll just assume it is. And then, well, this is also 5 by. Well, I know that the walker would definitely make it. You know, let's put 2 absinthe factories. I'm sure that'll be, or distilleries rather. I'm sure that'll be plenty. And we can always put things along the outside. So this will probably be plenty of space for that. I'll just run a pipe from my extractors over here, and we'll have the actual condenser itself as a part of this block. Maybe I'll just put it right there on the corner. That way I can just link the pipes directly into my automaton factories, and it'll produce the capsules, and I'll be right there. It'll be hopefully pretty efficient this time around. Let's put this on this side. I'm just trying to prevent any future appeal issues, because I'm going to be putting the washer for this block right there, so it's already going to have that appeal, and I'm going to have to line the road with trees and stuff to offset whatever's on the other side of the road. So yeah, we'll just go like that and plunk down some roadblocks so he stays where we need him to. Okay. So let's look at this and make sure I'm not accepting things I don't want, like the wheat. I think actually that is the only thing I will be taking. Yeah. Now this is probably taking an unnecessary amount of people, 25 people. Let's just turn that off until we actually have something. If I'm going to be taking copper, that's actually got to find a place to sit so we can take it somewhere. So I guess I'm going to have to lower this even further. It really depends on how many pieces of iron Wilhelm is going to send my way. 12 ought to be enough, right? I guess we'll find out. So we'll accept that. We'll take this down to 12. Yeah, so, okay. We hopefully will have enough room. Let's see what this has done to my population. 35%. Oh man, I've got so many people. So many people, so many people. Great. This is actually good for me. How many more? Well, we've got over 100, but I was actually looking to see place for 129 still. Oh yeah. So I can go ahead and just get all that started, actually. Like, I could start the food production, I could start the copper production. Let's start the copper production, because we can just start making money right now. So I think, how did I have this rotated? Like that? Yeah, it fits in there. And then this one should rotate like that. There we go. And this one goes like that. Okay. So this one now has to be hooked up, and let's see, what did I do here? I did have some 5-bys that I left myself, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if this is going to be too big for the walker or not. I guess we'll find out. Let's roadblock that. And put this guy down, and we'll see. It looks like he goes the whole way. I think I'll just put it right here, although that's a 3-by space, so I could actually fit someone more useful in there. On the other hand, what is this, copper as well? No, this is gold. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't realize we had gold. In that case, I might want to reconsider what I'm doing with my road there. So I have just one big industrial loop, because I can actually now produce my own jewelry. Yes. Okay. Let's figure this one out right now. I actually didn't want to waste time on camera doing that, but I guess that's what I will be doing. Only the 2, it looks like. Okay. Well, if I have it going that way, to get to this guy, it might just end up being oh no, actually we don't have to do that, do we? It might just end up being the road without a loop. Which is not ideal, just because it really limits the distance he can travel. Especially in a situation like this, I'm going to have to create a loop. Ah, God, I hate the roads. Well, actually, in order to get that one, it's going to have to go even further. This is further than this guy's going to walk. I'm pretty sure. Let's delete this one. I don't think he's going to walk this far. Just barely. He'll just make it to that. Okay. So, let's actually put this road back. Then I'll put some roadblocks there. Okay, well, that actually will be fine. I will have some room in here where I can just place some of the jewelers, and that's not a jeweler. Where's the jeweler? This is the jeweler. Won't I? Yeah. Okay, maybe not there. Well, I can fit some industry in there anyway, so it's not a complete waste of space. Let's put in this guy so he's taking care of that. Okay. So that should eat up some of that. Okay, what we do need now is a steam condenser to get those factories up and running, so I'll just put this right there at the corner. That leaves me a 5x right there in the edge. Okay. I don't know that being right next to this is actually going to line up. Let me just see real quick. I think we might actually have to run a pipe. Even though it is connected, if you can see that at all, it lines up with the output pipe. So maybe just being next to it will actually allow me to have it. I don't know. Anyway, may as well just hook up all four. Have all those crazy expenses right to begin with. And then we'll just run this pipe along the back way. I think this is going to have to go like that. And this one can go like that. And those should all be connected, it looks like they are. And then we'll just run this through the trees. And there we go. So now, let's check out what that did to my people. 10% unemployment, ate up quite a bit, but that's okay. We now have something. Oh, you know what? Let's just turn this on. That's going to take up a few more. And I don't have anyone to trade with yet. So let's go ahead and open that up. It was no, it was Fedheim. And they'll just straight up take my copper. And we'll just go ahead and export quite a bit of it. For now, 2,400. At least until we get to the point where I need to start constructing utensils and that sort of thing. We won't need this for my own purposes. We're already producing steam. And copper is being taken. Fantastic. Okay, so the initial bit of my industry is set up. I'll be making some money right off the bat, which is good. 1,200 units of iron have just arrived. Okay, 1,200 already. So, how many more people do I have? 10% unemployment. Okay. Well, I guess then, in that case, since we have capped out at that point, I need to save some people for the farming. Now, this is going to be an issue because I need to remember that there will have to be an excess farm population. We've only got room for 30 people, which might not be so great. Actually, I want to change my priorities. I'll set this to 2, and I'll set these to 3. Maybe I'll set this to 2. Okay. Yeah, so I have to remember that we need some population that will fluctuate as the growing seasons do. But I also need to put down some distribution stuff. Like, I'm going to need at least one market. I'm going to evolve these blocks individually. So we do need to keep a little bit of... I could probably turn this off right now because I don't have anything that they will be taking. We're not making absinthe, we're just making food. So yeah, I can turn that off. That'll save me a few people. If need be, I can just turn off one of these as well. But I would rather just start selling all of my copper that I can and start getting my balance back into the green because we have used up 10,000. I think I started this mission with 20,000. Let's check the money. I don't remember. Anyway, it's like that. So, I guess this is a good start. We've got our first sale. Interesting. I do kind of like that about the trade system as well with the balloons, so you don't actually have to worry about their entrance like you did in Zeus and Emperor and Pharaoh and that sort of thing. You don't have to worry about where the traders are coming from. They'll just sort of float in from wherever and come to your station, which is nice. Okay, well, I'm going to end this one here, and I will see you next time.